Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the season of Premier League. Woo! I can't be the only excited person here.
No, you are not.
Hi guys, you're welcome to Sports Maestros TV, where we discuss sports and we give you updates on sport news. I'm Devlo, your favorite host, and of course we have Wale here and Radic. Woo! You're welcome. So let's talk about the first week of the EPL season.
Yes, we waited long, and then on Friday, deservedly, Man City, at the curtain raiser, they opened the league in a flourish. A lot of people said, don't worry, Erling Haaland isn't going to be the star of the season. A lot of clubs, they would have his number. It doesn't appear so. On the evidence of what we saw, half chances. The first, a poacher's goal. The second, magic. And then all of a sudden, Man City were already 3-0 gone.
Yeah, those people that said it, they are clueless. Yeah, they are clueless people, because how can you make such statements? But
really, most times the first season, a lot of clubs wouldn't have planned for a striker. Second season, they seem to do better. So it followed precedence.
If you have a striker that knows how to score goals and is playing in a team that knows how to create goals, you always get goals.
So Erling Haaland is going to be fine.
But you agree with me that this season is starting hot.
Yeah, it's starting
like the way Man City beat Bournemouth and Arsenal is flying around. Like it's giving me there's this energy that is coming for this with this season.
Let me tell you something about this season. Arsenal will be champions.
I think it will be tied between Man City and Arsenal.
One talking point is the fact that the teams in the top 6 that have played so far did very well. Man City won their game. Arsenal won their game, even though there was a little scare.
Yeah.
Newcastle showed that last season was no fluke, because you agree with me. Aston Villa is a very difficult team to beat.
Maybe we should even look at that game. Okay, or do you want to skip that Arsenal game?
No, I'm not skipping. I'm not.
The
talking point of it. And Brighton also did well. 4 goals to 1. And surprisingly, because
for me, surprisingly,
I'm not really surprised about it, because they've been losing players for the past few years, and still they come back stronger. And I'm going to talk about a little about that. But for Haaland has shown that he wants to start from where he stopped. Unfortunately, KDB is injured. So, but then we know Man City, they will always weather the storm, whether KDB is there or not.
And then I think for me too, it's time for us to start thinking who is going to be the long-term replacement for Kevin De Bruyne. The injuries are coming too easily, too easily.
Yes.
And it's something that we really need to look at. When you have a midfielder who misses 3 weeks, 5 weeks, it upsets the dynamic of the team, especially when he's such a vital cog in the wheel of the machinery of that team. So I think it's something that Man City really need to look at.
So of all the matches played so far, there's this particular match that actually got me interested, like 5-1. Like we're just getting started. Like the season is just getting started. 5-1 Newcastle. Like I just feel like they've done so. What can you say about them?
Newcastle is telling you that last season was no fluke, like I said. And this season we are starting where we stopped, and we are only going to get better. Now, I said last season that if not for the injury of Bruno Guimaraes, if not for the injury for Guimaraes, they would have finished third, because they lost a series of matches. They lost about point in 5 games. So now they are showing you, and the new guys, one opened the scoring while the other one wrapped up the game. Tonali opened scoring, another also had an assist. Harvey Barnes rounded things up and also gave an assist. So it shows you that they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing.
When we reviewed the season, I said I didn't fancy Newcastle to be in the top 4. I even didn't see them in the top 6. No, I saw the match and I was wondering, Wale, perhaps you got this one wrong, you know. But it's still early in the day. It's still early in the day.
The team is strong enough to beat the top teams.
The team is strong enough.
It's strong enough. They showed it last season that
this team I saw yesterday, you know, with the belief. You know, don't forget that, you know, what also helps teams beyond the talent of the team is also the spirit behind the team. And you look at that Newcastle team, the belief is high.
Yes, and they don't concede goals anymore.
And they don't. And the Trippier, Shah, Botman, and the other guys, solid. They are solid.
Oh, okay.
And with Nick Pope, they are solid.
I know it's too early to say this, to ask this, but do you have anything to say about how the transfer market has actually helped the teams so far? Newcastle
maybe because of the money that came into Newcastle, we expected that they will make a splash. You know, so but if you take out Tonali that we mentioned, it didn't really look like it was an active transfer window for them.
I don't like it when you leave Barnes out of the conversation.
I was coming to Barnes. No, but mind you, see, Barnes, the rest of them, you know, they are in several clubs now. They left because Leicester got relegated. However, Barnes was the addition as sporadic to Newcastle.
It's not as sporadic, as per stats. You know what? I keep telling you, you need to watch these guys. If you watch them play, don't only watch Chelsea. Don't only watch the beating. Watch all these other teams.
But as to how well Newcastle will finish, thank you, Radic. Thank you. As to how well Newcastle will finish this season, I still want to leave them out of the top 6.
Okay. Let's talk about Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle. Do you think they are still going to keep up with that pace?
Arsenal are champions. I have told you, Debluff. I'm saying it for the second time of this episode. Arsenal are champions.
It's not new to us. You just come here, you make noise. You make noise.
Okay, so Wale, this is not among your top 6, but Brighton beat Luton Town 4-1 over the weekend.
Well,
so, what do you have to say about that?
Luton Town are new to the Premiership, so it's baptism. Take nothing away from Brighton, though. We already mentioned it. They keep losing top players. They make money from transfer, you know, from the transfer market. Brighton are one club that know how to mine the transfer market. So, but when they lose these big stars, we think they won't be able to adjust. But you know, year in year out, they keep turning up surprises. Maybe this year will be so, but will they finish as high as they did last season? That is my worry. Yes, fantastic match. The fluidity was there. The goals came. It was 4-1 at the end of the day. But Luton Town too are new to the Premiership, so it was baptism. We expect that they will get some of these results before, you know, they settle fully. So, but kudos to Brighton. Take nothing away from that performance. Awesome.
Right, Radic, I think you have something to say about Brighton.
Obviously, I have something
to say. Of course, that's
yeah, like they continue to perform even without major players. And it's a very wonderful thing for the team, because right now they are the most active in the transfer market to me over the past few years. Because in terms of players they've sold, I'm not saying in terms of players they've bought. They've bought well also, because look at it. These boys they are selling now.
If they don't buy well, they won't have players to sell.
They bought them cheap. Sure, they bought them close to nothing. Cancelo was about 5 million. Sure, less than 5 million.
4.7 or 4.8.
Now you are selling him for 115 million. You know, you have
in less than 2 years or so.
In less than 2 years. So it's Mitoma was bought for 2.5 or thereabout. Don't be surprised when they are going to sell Mitoma. They will selling him for close to 100 because of the way the guy is performing right now. If he does perform the same way he performed last season, trust me, clubs are going to come knocking. Another big money transfer. Cucurella was a big money transfer. Look at Cucurella, Caicedo, and McAllister. Just those 3 players have fetched them over 200 million.
Almost 300 million.
You know, and look at Dan Bones too. That was sold to Newcastle. You know what they gained, about multiple of 5. You know, Ben White from their youth team. They sold him for 50 million. And you see them, they are performing well, despite the fact that they keep losing these players. Wow. So kudos to them.
let's talk about the other matches. We had Sheffield United 0, Crystal Palace 1. We had Bournemouth 1, West Ham 1. And we had Everton 0 against Fulham 1. And Brentford, Tottenham 2-2. It was a draw. And of course, as the day ends, we would have Chelsea against Liverpool.
The match of the week.
Yes.
More so that in the transfer market too, they have clashed not once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
In the last 6 matches, I guess I think it has ended in a draw. So I won't be surprised. Yes, I won't be surprised the end is a draw. Last season we played home and away, they were draws. The season before, home and away, they were draws. And the Carabao Cup final was a draw until they won with penalties. Also, the FA Cup too was a draw. So I won't be surprised.
The one on penalties too.
And the one on penalties too.
But with the new energy this season is bringing, I believe it shouldn't be a draw. We should have a winner.
I think Pochettino wouldn't want to lose. Would he want to go for an outright win? That is what I don't know. So if you ask me to, I will support that. Maybe a score draw.
So let's know your thoughts about the Chelsea-Liverpool match, and we want to know how you feel about the previous matches that have been played over the weekend. Let's know how you feel about the matches. If you think the same energy is as the one for the previous season, or this energy is new, let's know your thoughts in our comment section. Do not forget to like our video, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Sports Maestros TV. We see our followers to follow back, and we say we love you all. From Sports Maestros TV, saying bye.